Welcome to another episode of No Objective Gaming. This is episode 13.
13 with Aaron and Jordan.
Yep, with Aaron and Jordan.
Killing it like soldiers. Killing innocents.
Definitely. So what have you been doing this week, man? What have you been playing?
Bud. All sorts of the same game. No, actually that's not true.
More paladins?
I played a shit ton of paladins.
Oh, nice.
Like some like ridiculous amount, but then New Frontiers episode came out.
Dude, that's sick.
Oh, that Walking Dead game, man. Holy crap. Holy shit.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was really good. It wasn't the best episode of the series so far, but it was definitely awesome. But it's kind of like it's the third episode, which is always like the middle of the hump part of the
Okay,
of
so
the
it's
series.
like,
So it's like, oh yeah,
it's that sad moment.
there's a few. It's like you've got to wait for. I think the next two episodes will be like the epic ending for that season.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know when they're coming out. I'm really annoyed. They delay them. Well, not delay them, but they're taking ages. I played that game like in our second podcast. I remember I was talking about that.
Yeah, you did, because it came out at the beginning of the year, didn't it?
Yeah, and it's freaking March. End of March. That's way too long.
The hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is long.
It's too long for them, I think.
Because I think when I was going through today's segment, I was looking through at each kind of month, and they had Game of Thrones come out one month, and then the next month after that, the second episode came out.
Yeah, that's
So-
what needs to happen.
That's what it should be.
Just monthly should be better. But I don't know why they don't do that. Anyway, it was still good. Honestly, it's still highly recommend that game.
Yeah.
But it's because it's The Walking Dead. Telltale just do awesome games. But yeah, I played that and
More paladins.
more paladins. Holy crap, man! I'm like level 14 in that now, I've been playing quite a few hours of that.
Far out.
Yeah, it's getting hard though because it nerfs who you play against. So you start not nerfs. It's like it pushes you up into like tough levels.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be like, oh yeah, you're level 14. Cool, you'll play against people of the same level.
Oh, fair enough. It needs to be balanced.
Yeah,
So
because I'd be in there with like Desmond.
yeah,
Otherwise, it does mean your teammates are good too, though. Although not always.
yeah.
It's not like a system where if you play like shit, you go down in ranks.
Okay, so you stay at level 13
Yeah, so you could
or
be
14, whatever.
As long as you've played for long enough, you could be shit at level 14. So there's some people who are just garbage. It kills you. That's why you need to get into competitive mode. But I was on the other night with someone, and he was telling me about he's in competitive mode, and he's just like, "Oh, dude, like it doesn't make a difference. Like there's still that same issue in competitive mode. Like all people just like don't know what they're doing or don't understand their character, and annoying."
That's garbage, dude.
Yeah, pissed me off, man. But that's all I've been doing, really. Those are in the games I've been playing. What have you been doing this week,
Well, man,
Big Chief?
me, I just played Final Fantasy 15 this week, eh?
One game.
Yeah, it was actually my father-in-law. He's like, oh, so what's that Final Fantasy 15 movie look like? So I showed him, and I had to pull out the game because it was in my collector's edition case kind of thing. So I pull it out and put it in. I'm like, I should play this game.
Yes.
I got to chapter 11, and I think another game came out, so I just started playing that. And I went, this game is good. Like, I just went through chapter 11 through to 13. And then at the end of chapter 13, you can leave and go back to the main open world area.
Okay.
So now I've just been questing, achievement hunting, trying to platinum that game. So
have you finished it?
no, so I'm kind of savoring that because apparently the end is just amazing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I finished the train scene, and the train scene was crazy. So the bad guy's like kind of like a demon, so he can bring you in and out of this like dark world and plays around with your mind and shit. It was insane, man.
Crazy.
Just looked good. And like, yeah, the train starts getting smashed up because he brings all the army in, and the army starts pressing and blowing everyone to bits and stuff.
Crazy shit, man.
So good. So
That's nuts.
I should stream it. Like I was thinking
I was wondering why you weren't streaming
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
You're telling me like I'm playing Final Fantasy. I'm like, well, I didn't see you playing Final Fantasy.
No, I should have done it because I was like, oh, but I'm like, does people want to watch me just grind out hunts?
You'd be surprised what people will be willing to watch. I did some streams where I was just getting smoked.
Yeah.
I'll have like these. I think it was Friday night. I was just getting fucked.
What was that on Paladins?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was just bad. I'm like, what is happening? I get on these teams where no one was doing anything, and it's always like you can pinpoint who was the shitbag on your team in the stats
You're like,
afterwards.
okay, so you're dying all the time. Can you kick?
No,
What?
no. That's all it is. You deal with that team, and that's it.
That's garbage,
So
man.
you'll have like someone who doesn't know their job, and you're like, excellent, cheers for that,
I reckon.
and then you just lose over. And I lost like 5 games in a row.
Far
And
out.
that's not normal. Like normally I was trying. The trouble is though, like if people don't understand the proper team dynamics, where you're like, all right, you kind of
So,
want one tank and a healer,
DPS and yeah.
and then you want like you can either have 2 tanks and a healer and then 2 damage, or you can have a tank and a healer, 2 damage and flank. I reckon is like the best combo. But at the moment, apparently, 2 tanks is just ridiculous. 2 tanks is like the best way to go. But if you
Nice.
don't have, I was playing tanks all the time, try and get my characters that don't have leveled. I was trying to play them, and no one was selecting a healer. So like you'll just sit in a list, 20-second list,
Yeah.
for like everyone selects their character, and if I pick a tank, people are supposed to go, all right, so that's the dynamic of this group. I'll change my character to a healer, and then no one would. They'd
Far
just be like
out.
a team with like just friggin' I'd be a tank and then be 4 damage, and I'm like, cool, we're gonna lose, and it doesn't show you what the other team's got yet, and then when it pops up in the menu, like in the loading screen, you'll see they've got a nice little dynamic of group, and you're like,
Yeah.
excellent, this is going to be a really short game.
You're stuffed.
Yeah. It's awesome that it works like that. You know, that it's
The
awesome
Holy
that,
Trinity works, man.
It does. It works. But if you don't fucking stick to it, then
Yeah.
it doesn't work. And I'm like, well, I'm not, like, I'm doing the shit thing. No one wants to play tanks.
No.
So I'm like, I'll do that, but someone's got to be a goddamn
So what, you
healer.
just got to be in the middle and getting chewed. Is that all you do?
That's all I do. I just
Yeah.
run in, like, and you've got to be on the objective, like, basically, tanks, like, you know, like, from the old, like, old Republic days.
Yeah.
You've got to be the one going face to face with, like, the boss.
So if you got crap healers, you're going to die.
Yeah, well, there was no healers. So it was like, all I had to do was just go in there and die, and then just
Dude.
repetitively die and try and stop them. Which is fine, because, but the trouble is, like, it's still doing my job, but it's
Yeah.
like best thing, it's all I can do anyway, so, like, there's no point doing anything else. I may as well try and get good objective time by running in there and doing
Yeah.
what I can for the amount of time I've got, but yeah, no healing. Shit, man. It was
Yeah,
shit.
Shane was saying he was playing with you as well.
Yeah, we were playing yesterday morning. We fucking killed it.
Yeah.
It was it's so much easier when you got like someone to coordinate with, or someone who will go around and you just go, all right, I'm gonna be a healer, because I was trying to do some other healers in the game. I was like,
Yeah.
all right, I'm gonna heal. You just do your thing.
Because I had my headphones on playing Final Fantasy 15. I could still hear Shane downstairs.
Yeah,
And
we were
then-
fucking like losing it. 'Cause
Yeah.
you'd have those, you know, there's those clutch moments where you're like, fuck, we got to get the point. Holy shit, or we're gonna lose. And then you just nail it.
Yeah.
You do your ultimate at the right time, and you're like, yep,
And
yep.
oh, it was a crack up. Because then my wife came home and she's like, "Is Malachi still asleep?" And she's like, "Yeah, yeah." And she went downstairs like, "Shh, Shane, shh." Inside voice.
Oh,
Because I think when Malachi sleeps, it's like our downtime. We're just like, hell yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah, where you can relax.
yeah. Fair enough. Just tell her to
So-
like whisper.
Yeah,
There's no door on those stairs.
no. So that's the next plan of attack. I think they're going to get like a big door down there.
because the games, mate. The games induce games like the competitive games always do that. Though.
Yeah, but like even today, Malachi just slept next door.
yeah. We were
Yeah.
yelling out in our little
Poor
little
gamers
segment.
play.
We'll get to that in
Yeah.
a second.
Oh, we will. But yeah, so I did actually play a bit of Final Fantasy Tactics as well. So went back to that and like just mucking around. I wanted to see like the beginning of it because it was pretty cool. And I was like, oh yeah. And then I went, oh, I'm gonna go back and play Final Fantasy 15 because my main just goal is to get that platinumed, and then I'll go through Horizons.
Poor old Horizons.
Yeah, and then I want to finish Horizons, and I'm so close to finishing Zelda. Yeah, we could probably do a review of that soon.
Why don't you just finish it?
Yeah,
This week? You could do that, and then you could go on to Final Fantasy next.
yeah, I probably could.
Because if you're that close.
I am pretty close. So I think I just got myself stuck. I'm like at a boss,
Oh,
and I'm
okay.
like, I know you can walk away in bosses easy. Like you just leave the dungeon and you can come back and just fight the boss. Because I need to go get some more weapons. I need to get some more shields because
But you're just like,
yeah, he's cooking me, man. Because I'm losing. Because he's got a shield himself, so I got to break his shield down, which like makes my weapon just deteriorate so fast.
yeah.
And then I just start smacking him down, and then my weapon breaks, and I'm like, cool. And then I'm blocking, and then my shield breaks, and I'm like, oh, I've run out of everything. So I just killed myself. And so then I did that early before I was meant to go to work, and I was like, oh, I could go off now, but then I might be 10, 15 minutes late for work. And I was like,
No.
I'll just come back this afternoon and do it.
Oh,
When
fuck.
I never did. That's what happened there. Yeah, so let's get into our next topic.
Buddy, what about
What?
what about our reviews on iTunes? Did we get any other review on iTunes?
Oh, can have a look.
Yeah.
I didn't have a look this week. So.
But if you are a diehard No Objective fan, of which there is probably 0, give us a review on iTunes.
Please do. It really helps us out.
We're not just making that up. I promise. We really, and it's just, oh no, just do it because we'll give you money. No, that's not why. It's just really awesome. It gives us better exposure
And
when you're in searching.
I think when Sam comes back from Japan, I think I might get him to print us up a shirt, and we could give a shirt away for
A
the best.
shirt?
A No
Buddy,
Objective Gaming
what do you mean
shirt.
give a shirt away. I don't even have a shirt.
Yeah, no, but we
You
would.
don't have a shirt.
I don't have a No Objective shirt, but we'll give away only one.
Someone else will
Yeah.
have the very first
The very first shirt if you give us a review on iTunes.
Someone's given us a review.
No,
Mad Dog from last week.
yeah, that was the Mad Dog from last week, so he'll win it.
He'll win it if
Scrather
not-
will win the shirt no matter what if no one else gives us a review.
Oh,
So,
mate.
come on.
Don't you really want a shirt?
If you want a shirt, I think we'll probably draw the prize in the next month or two. How does that
Or
sound?
how about we just do, if you have given us a review, you go into the
Yeah.
pool.
All right, the pool. So we got
That's a bit more
Yeah.
fair.
more fair,
Because
yeah.
it's Scrather did it without even knowing.
Yeah. So we'll do a giveaway. That
All
might
right.
help. Might egg you on to review us.
Yes. But yeah.
Yeah, let's get on to our...
No.
What do you want to talk about now?
We've got our delicious stuff to shill. We've got to shill our pages, mate.
Yeah, all right. We'll do that first. Okay. So please, don't forget to follow us on Facebook at No Objective Gaming, Twitter at No Objective Game, Twitch at No Objective Gaming AU. You can see all our videos from Twitch on YouTube at No Objective Gaming. And you can look at us, follow us on Instagram at No Objective Gaming. And this week,
Oh, yeah.
we got accepted to
Onto
Stitcher.
Shitty Stitcher.
So if you're weird
and you use Stitcher.
yeah, jump on there. We'd love to see more
I
downloads
think
on
most
Stitcher.
people I know with Android phones just use the Podbean app. Who
Yeah,
have talked to me about listening to it.
yeah. I think Dan was even using the Podbean app.
Podbean?
Podbean. Yeah, the
The Podbean.
the Podbean. No, the Podbean app on the iPhone as well.
Oh, really?
So yeah,
Oh, okay.
I don't know. But then I said, "What are you using this crap for?"
Yeah, just use
Yeah.
it. If you got an iPhone, just subscribe.
Yeah,
Subscribe.
use iTunes.
Fuck, I'm broken, man.
Yeah, same. And we have an email if you want to use it, because we would love questions.
Yeah.
You can even do that on Facebook. if you
Facebook's better for questions.
Yeah.
But email if you want to get in contact
Yeah,
without not necessarily putting it into like a public space.
Because we'd love to have a segment just called Questions where we answer your guys' questions.
It's just called questions.
Yeah. Questions.
Questions. It's a very direct name.
Yes.
Very deliberate name for a
Be
segment.
good. And that the email is noobjectiveentertainment@gmail.com.
So now you may move on to shit reviews.
Shit reviews.
Shitty shit.
Oh.
Fucking Night Z we played this week.
Night Z, dude.
Dude,
What the hell was this game?
You don't even understand the night that is Z.
It was so good.
It was. I saw it on there and I'm like, oh, this looks like. It looks like a Unturned. Have you seen that Unturned in Steam free game?
No, I haven't seen it.
Unturned looks awesome, man. We got to fucking play it.
Unturned.
Anyway, it looks like a rip-off of Unturned, and I was like, oh yeah, cool. It's $1, and I was like, yep, that's cool for us. We like cheap because we are poor gamers, mate.
Yeah.
Oh
it was a fun game.
yeah, it was qual.
It was definitely qual.
I think there was a. We really tried to do as much in the game as we could, but I have a feeling that not only we probably missed things. I think the game itself just lacked any. It didn't even try to be in depth whatsoever.
Yeah.
It was like, you need to find nails. We spent the whole fucking time finding nails, man.
It was kind of cool. It was like Minecraft DayZ.
It was trying to be absolutely that, but that's what Unturned is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Unturned is better than
It
this.
looks kind of same art style as that.
With the Lego clouds where it's all happy.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said in the show, it was like a little kid's bedroom wallpaper.
Yeah.
I don't know. You just keep going up to shit
Yeah.
and trying to chop it. And
I was
like,
trying to
dude,
find nails, man.
that's not how this game is going to work. This game isn't like awesome where you can break buildings down.
Yeah.
This game is shit. It's why it's called shit reviews. You're like, oh, but maybe
There's a push bike.
There's bikes and stuff. Oh man. But even admittedly, I did say like, let's get in the APC, and why would you? That'd be awesome if you could do that.
And it was broken. So it was only in the deathmatch version where you could actually ride the cars that were there instead of fixing them up.
Yeah, and I thought those were cigarettes.
Yeah. no, bullets, not cigarettes.
I was like, yeah, look at those fucking ciggies, mate.
And went out to the woods and tried to find a cow.
Dude, you need to fucking go to the end of this. Where the very end was like the most epic thing in the world.
All right, we'll go to the end.
I couldn't like. Oh, go away options.
Yeah, we don't want to see you.
Oh no, you've got
going way too far, mate. So yeah, we went out into the middle of the woods.
So we go into the woodses.
Yeah,
because we were like, oh, what the fuck is that? Oh shit! And then we were like, oh crap! Oh, and there's one right there. Boom!
Woomfa!
And then fucking, you even had like, you even went like, you pulled the axe out.
Yeah.
And you were like, yes, get dead. And I'm like, are you serious?
Yeah.
The axe is not going to kill it in time. You had,
and so yeah, we got smashed.
So that was our quality fucking shit review for this week. I mean, it was better than the other games we played. Let me just admit that. Like,
this is the best shit review we've done so far.
Yeah, I think it was still like a little bit. It definitely didn't have the things it said it did.
Yeah, so you can't open up doors. You can't do anything.
Look at the fucking zombies, man. They're closed. One of them looked like a Joker.
Oh my goodness, so bad.
Yeah, but yeah, I think it was still. It was definitely still. It was still cool. I'm not gonna. We still have a rule. We're not accepting. We're not getting Steam refunds for our games.
No, we're
happy to just donate. And in which case, you know what? That's okay. You can just have our money. You can keep our buck.
Buck.
Yeah, well, we're poor gamers, mate. $1 goes a long way.
Yeah,
that's a bloody can of Coke, mate.
I think that
that's a chalky
milk. That game that was $1 last week ended up being $1.30 after the exchange rate.
Oh yeah, the exchange rate blows it out, mate. The budget's all out of whack now.
I know. I had to redo my finances.
Yeah, I got to go and get a personal loan from bloody Commonwealth Bank, right?
And Commonwealth Bank hand them out like candy. They're just like, here, loan.
See, this is actually why we're heading into a recession. Bloody Steam games. Bloody Malcolm and his tax on Steam games. Tell you what, sort it, you dog.
Sort out your shit.
So definitely, you know what? I'll give that game a 2 or no, I'll give it a 3.
Yeah. I reckon a 3. It was playable. Like, imagine if we were playing together, dude. That would be fun. Even though we couldn't do anything, we couldn't work out the crafting. Because we couldn't find nails.
Yeah, so if anyone has played this game or is going to play it, please inform us how to find nails.
Yeah.
Because Aaron now owns the game, and I imagine it's going to take over his gaming from now on.
Next week I'm going to come in and say, all I've been playing is Night Z.
Yeah, you're going to be like, Final Fantasy what? 15? What?
What's that?
What even is that?
I got rid of all my Final Fantasy because this game is the best.
You sold all your collector's editions. You were like, I'm going to get the collector's edition of Night Z.
No.
the very, because I was in EB the other day and saw a hard copy of it.
Oh, nice. Physical copy of...
No, you idiot.
Oh, no, I was only kidding around with you.
Definitely not a fucking physical copy to be seen. Some Russian goddamn or Czechoslovakian made that in his basement.
Well, yeah, there was actually no voice acting.
That's okay.
Nothing. So it was good. I liked it.
It's all right. Get to the point.
Yeah.
No fucking janitor bullshit. Let's go and fix elevators. Crap.
Oh, yeah. After I looked at the walkthrough for that game, they looked like little boxes on the wall. And that's where you meant to find these stupid tools from.
I'm going to set a rule for shit reviews right now. We do not talk about previous shit reviews
and
how shit they were because they cause mental retardation if you talk about it too long. Maybe not Night Z. That wasn't the worst, but it was definitely...
I kind of enjoyed it in a sick way.
You were like a masochist. You're like, you know what? This pains me, but I like it. Give me more.
I like getting hurt.
Give me more ass fingering that is a game.
Oh.
Anyway, let's move on from that.
Yeah, let's get on to new games.
Yeah, what came out?
So, we had Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5 Remix on PS4 came out this week.
It's out now.
Yeah, so it came out on the 28th. And I reckon that's probably going to be the best version of Kingdom Hearts to buy if you want to play it now. It's all in 60 frames. So apparently the bosses are actually a bit harder because originally they were designed for 30 frames a second.
So what does that mean?
So they're just moving a lot more fluently and they don't jag as much. Like
Oh,
so it actually
shit.
makes some bosses harder. But
Damn.
so if you want the best version of Kingdom Hearts, get that.
Oh.
And
Okay.
I don't need it because I've got 1.5 and 2.5 on PS3. But the good thing about this is you only need to pay $60 or $70 for both the games, where I spent $50 or $60 for each individual
Oh,
one.
because you got them
Yeah,
separately.
so I got 1.5, and then 2.5 came out like another year later or something like that. Yeah,
Dude, you crazy.
crazy, man. Final Fantasy 15's first piece of DLC came out this week, episode Gladius. So,
Oh, is that why you went back to play it?
no, I didn't.
Do you have the DLC?
I don't have it, but I want to finish the game first and then play it, so
Okay.
it should be alright. So
Yeah, well, is it in addition to the story?
it's edition. So I think around chapter 13, you all get broken off into your own separate parties,
Yeah.
and you don't know what happens to them.
Oh,
so they're
okay,
giving you
so they
DLC to kind of
explain
fill
it.
in the blanks,
Fair
which I
enough.
think is a bad decision because it's not a complete game without these DLC pieces. It's
Hey, man,
garbage,
go back
man.
and listen to our fucking DLC and expansions episode.
Oh, yeah. So, well, episode 3 of The Walking Dead, A New Frontier, came out this week.
Yeah.
Jordan already mentioned that.
I streamed it. Go and watch it on Twitch. It's still in the past broadcast.
Yeah.
And now it's up on YouTube as well.
Did you enjoy it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it was not the best of the episodes, but it was definitely satisfying. You'll
Okay.
see me get pretty mad
Yeah.
in it. I will definitely be swearing. So don't have little children in front of the
No.
in front of the TV when you watch
We
it.
should flag it for 18 plus.
That's right. No, don't do that. Because you
Alright.
don't need to be 18 to hear someone say bitch or
Mm.
fuck.
No. Oh, you hear that in the school grounds,
That's
don't
right,
you?
That's right, mate.
Yeah.
School grounds.
This is
Oi.
new indie
Let's
game
go play
called
some handball.
Yeah, handball.
Handball.
Oh my goodness. I see. Right, I came from Melbourne when I left. I was already in high school when I was in Melbourne, then moved up here.
Yeah.
And like in high school, if you're playing handball, you were the biggest loser.
Yeah,
out.
yeah, absolutely were.
Well, I came here to
Yeah.
Brisbane,
What grade?
grade 9.
Oh, yeah. So you're 14.
Yeah. And I went to a Christian school.
Yep.
First day there, I just rock up and I'm like, this is my first Christian school I've been to. And I'm like, so what do you do at lunchtime, man? And they're like, oh, we play handball. And I'm just like,
Oh.
Oh, is everyone at this school gay?
Yeah,
Like,
this is the queerest
Yeah, I was like, why the
fucking
hell
shit ever.
am I going to play handball at lunchtime?
Because you would have gotten punched in the face at
Oh,
fucking Frankston if you
yeah.
were playing handball.
Frankston, yeah. Oh, man, like, you're like, if year 7, the first year of high school, man. You would just get
Oh.
pushed over on the ground by a year 10
It's
kid.
the first year of high school, year 7 down there.
Yeah.
Wow, this is really valuable information for all of our gaming viewers.
Yeah,
So they're
so,
like, oh, just so you know, if you ever move to Melbourne, your kid goes into high school at grade 7.
yeah, grade 7.
Congratulations.
So, yeah, you just get brutalized there because they just want to make sure you know.
That's right.
I'm a grade
This is
10er.
like a prison.
I'm older than you.
It is Frankston, so you're basically in Wacol prison.
Yeah, but yeah, so I went there and then I didn't play. Hell no, did I play handball? So
No?
I sat down next to them, watched them, and then met the mad bloke Josh Kiley,
Oh, what a
and
soldier.
he's just like, I play drums, and I'm like, I play guitar.
Yeah, buddy. And that's what you did at lunchtime.
Yeah. Then we went down the music room and jammed it.
Yeah, bud.
Yep,
Yeah, boy.
that's what we did. Enough of that stupid story. Rain World came out.
Not
this
Heavy
week.
Rain.
No, it's not Heavy Rain. It's Rain
Very
World.
different. Very different. Not at all a good game by the
Yeah.
look of it.
No, it's like an indie game.
Ah, fuck.
So it might be cool.
So it's not.
And I think we should watch the trailer for this because it's interesting.
Can everyone see?
Everyone will see.
Come and view this with us.
What?
What
fate?
fate? Is that a slug?
Yeah, I think he just said, "What fate can a slug make?" or something like that.
What does this... Oh my god. Why do you keep showing me these shit games?
Like, it looks interesting. The art
Does it?
style's amazing.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
Look at them creatures, man.
But this is fucking like side-scrolly crapola.
Oh, dude, side scrolling's pretty damn good. Like,
Oh,
I did like Inside. that was in my top 5 games,
I know it
of
was.
last year.
I know it was.
so it's definitely cool. And I did like Child of Light as well. That was fun. That was another side scroller.
You and
So-
your bloody indie games.
Yeah, my indie games. Oh, I think we can stop looking at this one. Since
Can
George-
we?
Yes.
Can we?
We can stop looking at that
So
one.
that's coming out. Oh, it is
that
out.
came out. Yeah, this week came out.
Oh, get it on your Vita, bro.
Yeah.
All those people who have Vitas.
It's PS4 and Vita, I think it is.
Yeah,
Oh no, it's only
it said-
PS4. So
No, it said Vita.
oh,
in
Vita
the
as well.
thing.
Oh, okay, cool. Well then, Vita.
Get it on your Vita, bro.
Then we got another one.
Oh, that one's coming out on Vita.
Yeah, this one's coming out on Vita.
Salty Sanctuary.
Yeah, Salt
Okay.
and Sanctuary.
The
So,
puss.
This
Get
is a
the-
2D side
It's a
scrolling.
vagina game.
Vagina game. It's a 2D side scrolling Dark Souls kind of game. And
Why are they always side scrollers?
because they're damn good.
Bitch.
Side scrollers are good. Yeah, see? That's right, Jordan. So let's go
They are totally not.
let's go watch this one. This one actually does look good, man. I
Oh, Scar Studios.
yeah.
Gotta do some dancing, man.
This looked awesome when I watched it last night. I went, this game.
You would love this.
Yeah.
Like, this looks like garbage.
I would play it on my Vita.
I know you would.
Yeah. I'm thinking about it. Look how sick this looks.
Oh, yeah. This looks good.
The art style looks amazing.
Oh, God. Stop it with the art style nonsense.
Look at all these people hanging on chains.
I don't even know what's happening. You're telling
He's
me this
giving
looks good?
Yeah, dude. Look at it. Fighting looks sweet. Bits flying off him.
Oh,
He's even got a gun, man.
wow. What the hell is that
That's a
thing?
big boss, man. So you got to block at the right times, like Dark Souls.
Jesus.
Looks friggin' hard, man. So yeah. When I saw this, I went, yeah, hell yeah. I'm gonna.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Look, see there, you make your character, man. Big bushy bearded man.
Character creation.
Yeah.
Oh, in half. Oh, he's got a scythe.
I didn't get to use that scythe in the bad game.
That's right. Yeah, the
Yeah.
bad game had a scythe in it. 9Z.
So
Why is it called Salty Sanctuary?
salt and sanctuary. I thought that looked sweet. So
Sweet as.
sweet as, dude.
Sweet as, mate.
Oh, it's on PS4 as well, so it's not just on Vita. So
Because if it was just on Vita, it would go nowhere.
oh yeah, because it's pretty much dead, isn't
Because
it? That console?
Vita's garbage.
Oh, it's good for indies.
Good. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Case in point.
Yeah. We got Wonder Boy Returns came out, HD remaster of
Wonder
the
Boy.
original Wonder Boy.
Yeah, that game.
It was an old arcade game on the arcade systems, man.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. Heroes of the Monkey Tavern came out as
What?
well. It's an indie dungeon crawler game, so you can have like group art with 4 people. But it's actually 3D. It's not a side scroller. This one.
Okay. Heroes of the Monkey Tavern.
Heroes of
Good
the
on you.
Monkey
That
Tavern.
sounds really bad.
It does, doesn't it? I didn't put a trailer in for that because the trailer did look pretty bad too.
Oh, yeah, he's selecting his trailers.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
keeping it away.
Oh, and I won't show that because it kind of looked like, oh man, I don't know. It was like Doom-esque, like the 3D kind of movement, but it was like modern day Doom. But it looked weird. Like it was like if Doom 2 or 3 was made now. Yeah. So,
Dude.
yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
go
enough of that.
away.
Go.
fucking Heroes of the Monkey Tavern shit. Yeah, shit.
Yeah. And that's it for new games.
Hey,
There's-
that wasn't
and-
much.
Oh, you know what? There was more, but there were more indie games.
Yeah,
Just
and so you gotta fucking cut it off
indie-
somewhere.
Indie, yeah. So I just had to just say no more
thank-
indie games.
Thank goodness.
So I think Rain World and Salt and Sanctuary was the best.
Salty. Sanctuary.
Salty. Salty.
Get some salty sanctuary up
They were
there.
the 2 best ones I saw this week. But yeah, I might buy them one day when they're $1 or 2.
Ah, see? That's how much you like indie games.
Yeah.
You're like, I'll pay
Please,
barely anything
if
for
someone
them.
wants to buy them for me, and I'll review them. Do it.
He's fucking, he's
Yeah.
e-begging.
I'm begging, man.
Yeah, give me the money. You go buy me a game.
Yeah, buddy. So let's get into this week,
The game and
the
news.
gaming news. All right,
That news.
the news. I've got first 2 pieces of news about HD remasters.
Mm.
Okay, so
That's
Planescape Torment is getting remastered. It's only going to have, it's going to go to widescreen, and they're going to make it available for iOS and Android devices. They're also they're just making it look a bit better because it came out in 92, I think. Planescape Torment did. This game is actually really good. Like, have you heard people talking about Torment Tides of Numenera? Okay, that's another new CRPG that just came out a couple of weeks ago. And this is its predecessor. So this is like the original game that they pulled all the ideas from.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not following.
You're not following? So
This is all you, buddy.
if you were if anyone out there has played the Dungeons & Dragons Baldur's Gate games, this is right up your alley.
Right.
So this is what you should be playing after Baldur's Gate. So this is awesome.
You heard it here first.
yeah.
If you don't do it,
play it.
You're shit, mate.
It's coming out on the 12th of April.
Yep.
So not very long away. And it's going to be $20 on all iOS and Android and PC. So you have to actually buy it from the Beamdogs website for PC at the moment. So go figure. It'll come on Steam eventually. Maybe. Hopefully. But I know this next remaster is going to make people go wild.
Yes.
Yes. So the original StarCraft is getting remastered. And Blizzard stated that the game is going to have a full graphic overhaul, 4K support, improved matchmaking, cloud saves, custom map design, and a lot more. So they just said a lot more.
So they said they're going to release it in summer.
Yeah, in
Dude,
summer,
that's
American
fucking
summer.
like a couple of months away.
Yeah, so I don't know how they've been keeping this secret. They didn't even announce it at like their BlizzCon or whatever.
Dude, that's fucking sick. I used to play StarCraft back in the day.
No way. I've only played 2, so I'll be interested in going
okay.
back.
Well, it was a good game, but it's pretty crazy. Look, remember we talked about our 10-year rule for remasters? This is like a 20-year.
Yeah, true.
It was like 1997, I think. I think it was 98 or 7 or 8 or.
I can have a
It's
look.
almost 20 years since StarCraft because I remember that. Wait, maybe It was like, or maybe it was 99. You telling me you can't just bring it up on the goddamn Wikipedia? Why isn't it just telling us the year of release?
StarCraft.
There you go.
There it is. There it is. Mate.
1998.
98. So
There you go,
there it
close.
is. It's almost 20 years.
20-year rule. So that's what I'm saying. Man, that's when you. That's a good time to bring back a
full
fucking
on.
remaster.
Oh,
So it was
dude.
still published and developed by Blizzard back then. This is when they were doing Diablo, the very first one.
Yeah. And probably.
Oh, does that mean they're going to
Warcraft and
fucking do a
stuff.
HD remaster of Diablo? Could you imagine that?
Well, I think they kind of did that in Diablo 3. You know how they released the Tristram stuff with it? You know how you could have it at the beginning of each year. You could play Diablo 1 in Diablo 3 and you go down the dungeon.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
We talked about that.
We
but
did
I
talk
didn't-
about it, yeah.
I haven't done
Yeah,
it.
so we got to wait till next year because I think it's only a seasonal event that comes on at the
Oh,
beginning of every year.
Dude, that game, the first one was so good. Anyway,
Dude,
we're off topic.
unreal.
StarCraft coming out. That's pretty cool, man.
Dude, that's
Hopefully it's cheap, too.
Unreal, yeah. So I don't know how much they're going to charge for it. Hopefully
Surely not
it's
more
like,
than 40 US.
Dude, if it's 40 US, I still think that's a bit high.
It is high, but it's still a. I assume it'll still have its campaign.
Yeah.
So
And Blizzard will do a good job. Because
Yeah.
they never stuff up.
that's what I'm
really.
saying. 40 would be my cap. Like any more than that, and you're asking like a retail price for an old game,
Yeah.
an old game that everyone's played before.
Well, this next piece of news, I don't know, I chucked it in. It's a bit weird.
I saw this and I was like, "You're
Yeah.
taking it down a notch, man."
I'm taking it down
Yeah,
real low.
real dark depths of the fucking internets.
So a lot of gamers out there use Discord. So it's like a new TeamSpeak type of thing. Came out in 2015. And it's used everywhere now. Everyone's got Discord channels and stuff.
Mm.
But Discord this week, they contacted the FBI about the growing amount of child
They
pornography
get a hold
getting
of
spread.
Fox Mulder.
Yeah, Fox Mulder.
They're like, we don't know. There
Yeah.
could be aliens about.
So yeah, there's a lot of child pornography spreading around Discord.
I don't know
So
if
people are
that's-
joining groups
That's not part of the X-Files.
and spamming child pornography images just in chat windows and then leaving groups. So they're saying if you get any of these images, do not save them. Just contact abuse@discord.com.
Don't say that.
So,
that's
Don't send a screenshot to Discord. Just tell them this is what's happening because they want to stop it. They want to get rid of these people that are spamming it and destroying Discord because this could potentially ruin a company if it's just
So this is just like
Yeah.
trolls
Yeah.
getting in there and doing it.
pretty much, and
Yeah.
it's just spamming around, and they reckon it's bots just spamming these images and stuff.
Right.
So
That's just weird.
Yeah.
And I don't know what joy you get out of that, but
yeah,
whatever.
some sick people out there get joy on CP.
Yeah, that's fucking creepy.
Yeah. Oh, so creepy. This one here, I thought I'd chuck in for a bit just to lift up the mood again.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So there's even more people unhappy with Mass Effect Andromeda this week.
Yeah, as if there could ever be any more.
I know. So there's more. And people are annoyed at the gay-male relationship options. They're saying that they just heavily focused on the lesbian relationships and the straight relationships. Because you can, like, there's full-on nudity in the lesbian ones and they're all getting down and frisky. But the male one, all it is a kiss and a cuddle. And the next one is a dance.
Yeah.
You dance with a man and kiss him. And that's the end of it.
I don't really... I guess that kind of does suck because who gives a shit?
Oh, but,
if you're gonna do both, then just do both just as full on. But like,
you could have had some man thrusting another man.
Yeah, like it doesn't matter. Like, dude, everyone knows what gay banging is. Just
gay banging.
Gay banging is just dudes going. It's like two angry men go.
Wow. Because they were saying in the comments as well, going, well, BioWare did an awesome job at gay relationships in Dragon Age Inquisition.
Did they?
There was this guy called the Iron Bull,
Ooh.
right? And he was this weird kind of race.
He
was like a bull man.
He was a twank versatile.
Yeah. And he liked both. And he would get down and jiggy, man, and he wasn't afraid to whip his wang out.
Ooh.
So, yeah, that guy. That's why they're like, come on. And apparently they were good in Mass Effect 3. And I was reading some people in the chat, not in the chat, in the comment sections, and they were saying, in Mass Effect 3, I realized after playing that a man can be gay and a hero at the same time. So
Jesus Christ. You fucking cringe lord. What is your problem? What does their sexuality have anything to do with whether they could be a hero?
Yeah.
Don't even worry about it, bro. Anyway, whatever.
Yeah, so they're a bit butthurt about it. Yeah. No, but
holy shit.
Hey. That's enough of that.
Oh, you fucking cheese lord.
Yeah, cheese lord. All right.
So,
Final Fantasy.
No.
You want to talk more about
this
right.
because not just that. That's not the only news. Did you just talk like what? I
couldn't.
EA have said.
No, I didn't read that.
No. Not about this. Like
about fixing the game.
Yeah, about fixing the game. There is an article I chucked on our Facebook.
Oh, nice.
So I might just have to do it because you're fucking unprepared and you're making me sick, mate. I don't know what the bloody hell's going on here.
I couldn't be bothered reading their
they've basically said
broken promises, man.
Yeah, I know. Like, you're all heartbroken now because you bought this game.
I bought this game for $50 and I played 6 hours of it.
Yeah, dude. Why did you do it?
I thought, it'd be great. Like, it's going to have a sick story. That's what I thought. I thought, the graphics can be bad or whatnot, but the story, that was all Mass Effect. But, I don't know. Shane's telling me other stories. So, I don't know.
I mean, Shane, as someone who loved Mass Effect as the series, he probably likes it more than you. Like, because you're the Final Fantasy man. He loves Mass Effect. And not that you don't love it. But I mean, if he's got that huge bias for the series and he's still telling you, man, what the bloody hell, what's going on?
Yeah.
Then you'd probably I'd take his word and go. So anyway, this is from GameSpot. We just shared that on the Facebook the other day that BioWare's released a statement on the criticism for the game.
What'd they say? Sorry.
And
We're sorry.
Improvements are coming. And in quotes, the subtitle is, "We've received quite a bit of feedback, some of it positive and some of it critical."
You should have said some of it positive, most of it critical.
I like how they said some of it critical and not negative, like the actual opposite of positive.
Oh.
And they're like, because we can't, in today's age, we cannot at all have negative reviews of our game. Look, mate, when you release a bad game, you have to cop it on the chin. So they basically just said, all the feedback's important, the typical PR response.
Yeah, we love your feedback.
They're going to give out the plans on, I guess, American Tuesday, so probably our Wednesday. That's basically all they're saying. Look, we're going to get people together and, improve and build on it. But GameSpot say they gave it a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I saw that on GameSpot.
That's pretty.
That's really low.
That's low. I mean, we all know that the whole review systems for games are a little bit odd. Like, like a 7 is not good, even though like a movie that's a 7 is probably
it's
like decent.
fantastic, yeah.
But with games, like, I don't know, because of it's a different type of skill. Like especially AAAs, if a AAA comes out and it's below an 8, it's like, ooh, what's wrong with it?
Yeah.
As everyone's like, what's wrong with it?
I think, what was it? I think it was Final Fantasy 14, the
Yeah.
original release before they scrapped the whole game and remade it.
Yeah.
It got a 4.5.
Where, yes,
That's massive.
and that's what I
Yeah.
mean. So you've got like a huge title, huge name. Square Enix is a
Yeah.
massive developer.
So they just went, all right, they got down to only having 1,000 players on a server. And then they ended up scrapping it. They're like, we're going to take down the servers today. And they actually shut the whole game down and remade the storyline and the whole game and released Final Fantasy 14, A Realm Reborn.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, they did like they
And
had
was it decent?
Yeah, that got good reviews.
Oh,
That
wow.
got around the 8s.
It's interesting. It's an interesting part of maybe not our culture where we actually just go, you know what? We fucked up.
Yeah.
But maybe that's something the Japanese culture does.
Oh, they got a whole new producer, director, the whole lot.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
they go,
We can fix this.
yeah, and then they're actually, it's like instead of BioWare who will, as I said, they're not willing to accept that people gave negative comments. They just said critical. Like critical is not necessarily negative. Like
Yeah.
I can be critical of you, but also be like, oh, I'm just giving you feedback.
And you're like, oh, thanks. Yeah.
But it's like it's negative. People are shitted off.
Oh, dude,
and
they're
not
pissed
they're
off.
not going to talk about it because it doesn't help them. And from a shareholder standpoint, you can understand that they're probably not going to talk about it because it'll affect their value,
Yeah.
the game's value, the company's value. So, I mean, really, they need to like BioWare's gone a pretty wayward of the last like 3 years.
Yeah, they've done some bad things, man.
Dragon Age Inquisition was a strange.
It was better than 2. I'll give it that. Like,
Yeah.
I was playing it. I think the problem with that is I played it and I was like, oh, dude, this is really good. I was enjoying it because it was like Dragon Age open world with side quests and it was pretty damn good. But then I think it was like 2 months or 3 months later, The Witcher 3 came out. And so, oh yeah, okay, cool. This game is shit.
Yeah, so if you, and that's
Yeah.
right. I think you got yardsticks now. You have measurements that you can compare to, sort of like Watch Dogs' comparisons with GTA.
Yeah.
It has like it's not GTA, of course.
It's
It's
not.
different. It has different like hacking and all this stuff, but
It's still bad.
every open world game that's a modern day open world game is always measured against the yardstick of GTA.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't,
GTA 5.
nothing's going to be Rockstar GTA. Nothing's going to do that except Rockstar and GTA.
No.
So if it doesn't do that, people are like, yeah, you've done this open world, but it's...
I think Sleeping Dogs was kind of the same. People are like, it's good. But,
Yeah.
yeah, it's no GTA.
Yeah, and it's not a really fair comparison, to be honest, because they are trying to create different games, but they have like a monopoly on modern open worlds, and it's a bit odd.
Yeah.
Anyway, we go sidetrack there, but there's plenty of
Yeah.
plenty of stuff
more.
here to talk about. Holy shit!
I reckon. Final Fantasy 14, they had another live letter they do out every month or whatever. They just talk about the game and what they're going to implement in the game. But so they want more players coming in, new players, because there's a new expansion coming out. So they said that they're going to change the free trial system. So they've changed it. So it used to be only 14 days you could trial it for, and you
Yeah.
could get to level 35. So now they've changed it completely. You can play it as long as you like, as long as you want, as long as you stay. You can only go up to level 35, which is pretty damn good. They're giving all that content to you for free.
And what's the level cap?
So the level cap at the moment is 60.
Okay, so it's if you can't figure out whether you want to buy the game by level 35,
Yeah.
then
That's a good... Oh, you'll be pushing probably 12,
Yeah.
12, 13 hours worth of gameplay for that,
yeah.
for free. And the only thing they've still capped is chat. So you can't do party chat and you can't do all this kind of stuff. You just can play the game.
Mm. So I mean,
So-
we've got to go back one day and look at what's going on with things like the Old Republic with these free versions of MMOs.
Yeah, and we could do a segment on what happens when
Yeah.
MMOs die.
Yeah, like we'll go through the graveyard of
Yeah.
MMOs because there's got to be a fucking massive graveyard
Yeah.
now.
And what things that Blizzard stole after the MMOs died. They went, oh, that's a
Yeah.
good idea. I liked Lord of the Rings growing system. We'll put that into World of Warcraft.
Yeah,
And-
Lord of the Rings MMO looked cool, but I didn't hear much positive about it. Like it looks because it's Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings is great. Good lore behind it.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything.
And same with Star Wars. It's like good lore behind Star Wars, mate. But then you decided to make a freaking Old Republic game.
Yeah. huge potential and just
Yes.
turned to crap.
Yep.
Yes.
This is
a bit of a. I just thought I'd chuck it in because it's kind of
yeah.
cool. We could buy, if they have the Amazon Game Store on there, this would be good.
Mm,
So Amazon is coming to Australia in 2018.
2018.
But the end of 2018.
Oh, so effectively like a year and a half.
Yeah, so it's a long way away. They said it's been delayed. They're a bit upset. They wanted to come out the end of this year. But
This is it's good news and bad news because it's scary what these companies do to like stores.
I say it's like that South Park episode of Walmart, hey?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it is.
Yeah.
It's pretty intense. What the effect is.
So I'm keen for like Amazon Prime and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, there are some interesting things like the delivery to your door stuff. It probably can circumvent Australia Post, which is one of the most garbage things.
That's what they're thinking
experienced.
about at the moment. They're like, are we going to bring our own postal system over?
I would
or
prefer
we're
that.
going to use theirs.
Because
so
ours has gone very bad in the last like 3 or 4 years.
all the funding's been cut from it. So,
yeah, it's gotten a lot worse, a lot slower.
Really?
Yeah, because now all the letters are really slow, but they haven't really improved their package service. Like, so it's not a quick system, and it's just bad. So I hope Amazon does, when they do get here, they do just do their own deliveries.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Because I believe they have that in America.
Yeah, they do. They got Amazon delivery.
Yeah, they deliver with drones and stuff.
Dude, you put your helipad out on your backyard, flies down, and your package lands on
Dude,
the helipad.
that's fucking sick. Yeah,
what a cheap way to deliver.
And I think for people like you and me, it's good where we, it's cheaper and we kind of get what we want. But
and I wonder if they're going to have the same amount of content they do on the American side. So you could get your goods, like your stuff, instead of buying it off eBay, you can get it from Amazon. Like all those little bits and bobs that you need to buy.
Yeah, that's right. They have a strange like arrangement of like different items.
And they got good used games on there. Like you can buy second like pre-owned games on there.
That's right.
And they've got a good stockpile of them too. So could potentially hurt EB.
Poor old EB with their fucking extreme prices. Trying to like actually sell people copies of shit Destiny, which is a great segue into this segment.
Exactly. So Destiny 2. Yeah. Destiny 2 got a release date this week of the 8th of September.
Yep.
It also came out with a trailer. I watched it. I didn't think it was funny or good. So
funny?
Yeah, there was one guy giving this really like speech of like honor and like going, we're going to do this. We're going to beat them. You guys are nothing. Because basically everything got destroyed and it's just plebs again. And we've got to build the plebs up to take down these alien race or whatever.
Okay.
So they're like, let's build it up. And so one guy was doing this crazy speech and it sounded unreal, and then the other guy was kind of, what's his name from Guardians of the Galaxy, the main character?
Pratt?
Yeah, Chris Pratt's character. He was kind of playing that kind of humor.
Oh, okay.
And he's just being funny, and it wasn't funny. It was a bit cringy. And then, so...
Because it's written by fucking, like... So the writers at Bungie write serious stuff. This is fucking Halo.
It was
like where the things aren't necessarily funny. It's so when you try and write humor, like, I don't know,
So the uplifting speech sounded good. And then at the end of it all, like when they finished their speeches, the uplifting guy, they got all these cheers and claps and stuff like that. And the other funny bloke, the robot dude, everyone just looked at him. And then he goes, but there's going to be lots of loot. And everyone's like, yeah. So it was really gay. And then it just came up saying release date 8th of September.
Okay. But it is going to be on PC.
Yes. So giddy up. I did talk to my mate Aaron, and he played this on PS4.
Yeah.
And he said the only bad thing about Destiny was that it wasn't on PC.
Yeah.
And he plays a lot of Overwatch and all this kind of stuff. And he is in Masterclass on Overwatch, so he's pretty high up. And he actually enjoyed this game. He just said the console gaming people they're crap for doing raids. He said they don't understand what they've got to do. They don't understand the commitment a raid takes. Because he's a big ex-WoW player. And so he said people were just like, oh, 1 sec, I just got to smoke a bong. And he's just like, come on, man. I'm trying to get this raid done.
That's always... I guess he's giving you his opinion. That's always one person's experience which is, but I don't necessarily disagree with him. I just think that it's plenty of people do know what's required, but I think grouping with like randoms, I've never been a big fan of that. I think like PC, there is a different culture between. That's what he is correct about. I think for the most part, absolutely correct. When we used to play Old Republic with him,
it was serious.
The three of us, and Chris, and we were all like fucking. But if we're doing this, we are like, this is a big deal. Get your fucking healing going. Who's doing damage? Who's doing this? And that's because it's part of the fun. But I guess I don't believe Destiny has like damage trackers and
no. So probably someone will mod it, because even MMOs that like say Old Republic, they said they weren't going to put mods in, but someone figured out a way to get around that mod, and they put a DPS tracker in it.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. So you've got to run a third-party software, have it running in the background, and then put it off to the side screen or overlay it on your screen.
WoW didn't even stop them. They just
they opened it up. They opened the floodgates and said use it.
Good.
And then they basically they go through and they go, okay, this one's crap. This one's too OP for raiders, so they ban mods after that.
Yeah.
And if you use that mod, you will get banned.
Yeah.
In WoW. So that's a good thing they do that.
Yeah, so I think it will be interesting. I'm probably not going to play it. Even if it's on PC, I'm still not going to play it.
I won't either. I didn't enjoy Destiny 1.
I
just didn't like it. I thought it was going to be cool. I know. I guess I only gave it a week. I didn't give it long. You gave it longer than I did.
Yeah, I definitely gave it a while. I think that, well, firstly, the problem was there's been a few, like, what would you call it, logistics issues between, like, you and me. You bought an Xbox One when you first got the game.
Yes, I played on Xbox One.
And I had a PlayStation 4, and now you realize the way and the truth and the light that is the PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
And we're no longer at all playing them for that reason. However, we don't play console games for that reason. We don't play like multiplayer console games.
No, like
we're PC gamers, mate.
Yeah, if we're going to play online, we're going to play online on the PC.
And secondly, I was having a conversation with Ollie about Destiny yesterday, and it's definitely still a very popular game.
Yeah.
I think it's the only really significant MMO on console, so of course it's a very popular game.
Yeah, it's definitely bigger on console than Final Fantasy 14 is.
Yeah. So I think that for the most part, what I said, like my issues with it was that if you're going to create a new IP, and you want me to pay attention to it, like I would with like Mass Effect or I don't know, like Uncharted, like I care about this. The games that you care about. You're
exactly.
Like, I really care about what's going on in the surroundings of this game. I care about like if you're playing Final Fantasy, you care about the characters. Like I want to know more. I had the opposite feeling with Destiny. I did not give a shit.
Yeah,
and
I skipped the story.
And basically I was like, look, the trouble is your console gamers are always going to be driven by like a good campaign and good multiplayer. It's not like a World of Warcraft where you're a PC gamer, we've been playing these games for years. We know we get on here, the story doesn't really matter. You just grind your way to the top level.
Yeah,
but
that's it.
You've got to, as a console developer for an MMO, you've got to develop a good story and a good multiplayer and PvE, PvP aspects. But if you don't do that, people like me I play console games for an experience. Like I'll play my Uncharted, my Last of Us, and Metal Gear Solid, and I'll be like, fuck, this is unreal. You just get lost in the game. But I did not. Every time I was playing it, I'm like, I'm doing this because why? Like I'm doing this to get to an end result, which is fine. But I found I couldn't care. You're trying to get me to care about a game that I'm like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know. Like, you're not sucking me into this whatsoever. Like, it didn't feel like it didn't have a good atmosphere. I mean, obviously playing the vanilla version of the game, you could criticize that, but the trouble is, like, what
they release the game.
You release the game. You need to. We're only going to measure it against other releases.
You get reviewed from this game.
Yeah,
and you don't get reviewed for what it's going to be.
I was watching
years.
Dude Soup, which is the Funhouse podcast the other day, and they was saying they did like literally 2 minutes on Destiny 2 was released. They were like, no one cares. And literally, Adam said, yeah, well, it was James or Adam, I can't remember. But he was just like, look, they'll release I'll play it a year and a half after it's been released when it's actually a full game.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, right. I by then, you're not going to play it. But I think his point was like, if they don't release a full game again, like this, people are getting sick of this shit.
I know. It's like the same thing that what's that freaking stupid Exploring Planets one that got smoked?
Oh, dude, No Man's Sky.
Yeah, No Man's Sky, man. Holy crap, that got slammed.
As it should.
There was class action lawsuits against that company and everything because they were just
You can't do it anymore. You have to be respondent and accountable to your base.
Yeah.
And console gamers, yes, there was no other real MMO, and it's like a first try, and it's like, yeah, it was a good first try. Like, you have to admit, it was a pretty big deal when it came out. It did really well. But when I go into EB and I want a copy of a pre-owned Destiny, there's just so many. The player base. I was reading an interesting article on, I think it was Forbes the other day, about what happened to Destiny, and there was it was basically this guy's criticism was, once you finish the game, there's a really awkward window between getting end game content.
Oh, so they didn't have enough beginning end game content and build your way up.
Yeah, the PvE stuff was just go and play some campaign missions, and then maybe you'll survive a strike.
So yeah, it's like so WoW does this perfectly. Because WoW has, you finish the game, and then you do hard mode dungeons.
Yep.
So you do the same dungeon you did leveling, hard mode.
Well, that's what. That's what Destiny does.
Yep.
Like,
and then,
admittedly.
Yep. So you do that, and then you do Raid Finder, and so then you get grouped in Raid Finder, and then once you get gear in there, you can go and do mythic dungeons.
Okay.
So mythic dungeons are static groups.
That's interesting. Yeah.
And then
it's a lot more in depth.
Yeah, and then after that, you do static raids, which are mythic raids, and then you get time dungeons where you got to try and do them in time dungeons.
There's a lot there.
So much content.
So, and when the vanilla release only had one raid, or maybe did it even release with a raid?
I don't remember, to be honest.
I know it had strikes. I can't remember whether it took them, whether it released vanilla with a raid, or whether it released like a month later. I think it took a month for them to come out.
A month.
I think it took time. If I remember correctly, it didn't come out, but it was free.
Yeah.
Like it definitely came out for free. But by then I wasn't playing.
Yeah.
I didn't get to it, and I was just doing strikes, and the strikes were underwhelming, I think, and that's more taste. That's not just don't just necessarily listen to me for,
because that's crazy. Because with World of Warcraft, they start off with a raid. 2 weeks later, they put the new raid in.
Whoa!
So they're not mucking around, because apparently with Warlords of Draenor, I think it was the last one. I don't know, I've forgotten it. Yeah. But they were really slow to release content, and they lost a lot of players.
Yeah, they'll get, but Blizzard will be very reactive.
Yeah, so this time there was so much content. I don't know what it's like now, because I haven't played for a long time, but I know most people are just playing Overwatch.
And my last thing I want to say about that is in my opinion, like, definitely don't take everything we say as like, you might like that game, but the trouble is Aaron and I are not necessarily like, let's commit hours and hours on end to the game, and we want to just like be the most super competitive. And I love competitive games, but I like just, let's play a couple of maps for half an hour or an hour, and I'll stream them on Twitch, and I'll do an hour's worth, and I've got all the enjoyment out of 4 or 5 games of Paladins, or if I was playing Overwatch, then that it's just a short, quick burst.
Yeah. So we aren't your gamers that are sitting there for 12 hours a day.
No.
Bashing out games because we've got nothing else better to do.
No,
we're old school gamers.
We are no objective, mate. We got no fucking chill. We got just relax, mate. It's all good.
We play the games we want to play.
Exactly.
And we've got different tastes. And you and me both. Like,
yeah.
I'm not playing Paladins. I'm playing JRPGs.
Right. So exactly. So I think Destiny 2 is going to go by the wayside for us, but keep an eye out.
Ollie will probably play it. He'll love it.
Yeah, we've definitely got some mates who'll definitely
Sam
will
the
play
jump on it. He'll play.
So yeah, it'd be good if it is good.
Yeah.
I would like them to
if they learnt from their mistakes from the last one.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So April Fool's Day was yesterday.
Yeah. Well, it was yesterday for us. Yeah.
Yeah. So Google, yet again, had some fun with this. And they allowed people to play Mrs. Pac-Man in Google Maps. So you could open up Google Maps and you could play Mrs. Pac-Man just cruising around your local streets.
They did that a while ago, didn't they?
Probably, yeah.
I think it was like, Pac-Man, you could do that. No,
probably when that guy died, when the the founder of what is it?
Namco?
Yeah, Namco.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he made Pac-Man, so they probably did it for his death. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was good. It looked pretty cool. I looked at it.
Oh, dude, this is the saddest news I've ever heard.
Oh, this next part.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No.
So, if any of you guys back in the days didn't have enough money to buy a PlayStation 2 controller or an Xbox
dude,
original controller,
So me.
there was Mad Catz controllers.
Mad Catz was the king.
Yep. So, Mad Catz this week, the hardware company, filed for bankruptcy.
No.
Yeah, they had a bad couple of weeks, and their stocks dropped to an all-time low of 0.4 of a cent.
Well, that's 4 cents.
Is it 4 cents?
Yeah, 0.4 of a dollar.
Yeah, okay. For 4 cents.
0.04.
Yeah. So that's a bit sad. And so they got delisted from the, stock market, and everything's getting liquidated at the moment. So it's all over. I'm still using that Mad Catz mouse that I got.
Is that a Mad Catz cyborg mouse?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So Mad Catz own the cyborg range.
Oh.
And all that. So
cyborg's going to go? Unless they get
all
picked
gone.
up.
Yeah, I don't think it will. It's not the best. It's cool the fact that it has 94 programmable buttons on one mouse, but you don't use it.
No. My God.
When I play an MMO, I'm lucky to use maybe 6 or 7 buttons.
Yeah, I've got 2 extra buttons on my mouse and I don't use it. I use
Did you use them in Star Wars Old Republic?
I think I had one as like the stun.
Yeah, stun, like get out of stun.
Get out of
lock,
stun, yeah, because it was useful to just like click my thumb in and just use that.
So I had like all my bubbles and stuff like that for
Yeah.
my shields and stuff like that on
Dude,
there.
we're just going to keep talking about fucking Old Republic.
Yeah.
We're going to get back on.
All right.
we're going to go and we're going to download that game and we're going to be on there for like a few nights and then we're going to be like,
This game sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's reflect on the products you've bought from Mad Catz.
I know I bought a PS3 controller.
Yeah.
It was really bad.
Oh well. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry, Mad Catz.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I also got a multi-tap that was a Mad Catz multi-tap for PS2.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, back in the day. Oh, no.
I had a Mad Catz controller for my PS2.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And they're clunky, man. Like, they were big
Yeah, they weren't.
controllers.
They were definitely like, maybe there's a reason. Maybe we're like reflecting and we're
realizing how crap they were.
Maybe they should have gone to file for bankruptcy.
Yeah. I don't mind my mouse, but I'm a bit upset now because I know if Windows 11 never comes around soon, my mouse probably will stop working.
You sure?
Like, they might have drivers, but if they're broken, they're not going to be updating the driver.
Well, the mouse will work, but
It'll work, but
you won't be able to program.
Yeah. So you can program macros and everything into this mouse. And it's really good because, when you're playing MMO, you don't want to use up your good keys. So you can change, like, your macros to, like, Alt F5 or Alt GH.
Yeah.
Like, you can do multiple button presses in one press.
Switches them over.
And you can change all your DPI just with a click of the button, all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
it was definitely a good mouse, but it wasn't $150 worth of mouse.
Mate,
Like,
you were the king of peripherals.
yeah, I blew a lot of money probably 4 years ago.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, well, good night, Mad Catz.
Goodbye.
Good night, Sweet Prince.
And you're going to be 6 feet underground.
Yep. Now, this is fucking cool news.
Yeah. So if anyone is into Total War games, it looks like Warhammer got good reviews. People are loving it because Sega announced this week that Total War Warhammer 2 is going to be released. And let's sit back and watch the trailer.
Here we go.
Yeah, let's do that.
I like it's by Creative Assembly as well, which is the guys who did Alien Isolation.
Yeah, I haven't seen this trailer yet.
I haven't seen it either because I can't remember. Is Shane told me this or?
Yeah, it would have been Shane because
Yeah.
Shane ran up to me and was like, "Dude."
Yeah, he just ran up to you, he grabbed you by the shoulders and shook you, and he was like,
He's like, the game Total War. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, Warhammer. And I'm like, yeah. It was like Total War, Warhammer 2. And I went, oh. So who are these chicks?
"Fuck to find out, mate."
They look
I'm
like
not a
blood
Warhammer
elves.
guy.
Yeah.
The other guys over there are obviously elves, but I think they must be blood elves. That's probably right, actually.
All I know is that from World of Warcraft.
That's just a high elf, I think.
He looks friggin' unreal,
I
but
don't think they're wood elves because there are wood elves in Total War, Warhammer 1, except they're an unlockable race. You have to pay for them.
oh, okay.
So I don't have them because fuck that.
No. So, man.
I guess I like trailers like this, but I don't know if I like them as much as I like gameplay trailers.
Yeah. It's, yeah, it looks cool. It's just a big cinematic, that's all.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I don't think we need to see any more.
So, Total War Warhammer 2 is coming out.
Yep, it's coming out. Have fun with it.
Oh!
Somebody got shot in the eye.
Oh my god.
All right, well, it's all gone.
Yeah. No!
Yeah, too bad.
Oh, he just got owned.
Yep. So I can see Shane, he's going to buy that on release. He's going to love it, eat it up.
Yeah, fair enough.
And so I thought I'd end on this piece of news. Telltale announced that Guardians of the Galaxy, the first episode, is going to be released on the 18th of April.
Hell yeah.
So it's not long away. That is...
Yeah,
they're doing that
man.
Fallout effect again.
That's 2 weeks? A bit over 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks on Tuesday.
Dude, that's crazy.
It's massive, man.
They're just pumping out games.
It's good.
Yeah.
They just did Batman. Now they're doing New Frontier. Now they're doing Guardians of the Galaxy.
Have they finished Batman yet?
Yeah, they have.
Okay.
They've definitely finished Batman. I think they finished it before New Frontier. Yeah, I think it was before it came out.
Yeah.
But obviously they won't have finished New Frontier before this comes out.
Yeah, no way. They're going to be running 2 games at once. But they did that with Game of Thrones and the Tales of Borderlands.
Oh,
They ran them together.
Well, I still haven't played Game of Thrones, but Tales from the Borderlands is unreal.
Yeah, so I haven't finished the Game of Thrones one. My wife has. She loved it.
Yeah, I've only heard good things about it, mate. Telltale.
Yep.
They get it.
Big Bossman. Right. So that's it for news. That was a long news
We were
segment.
long into this. We're fucking running out of time.
I know. So this last segment won't go for too long, but we're going to reflect
Yeah.
on the...
We're going to reflect together, hold hands.
Yep. And talk about this last quarter of gaming. It was insane. Like, I'm going to put it down. I'm going to say this has been the best quarter for gaming. For the beginning quarter, the first quarter.
Best
ever.
first quarter ever?
Yep.
You reckon?
I reckon, because
All right.
there has been some serious amount of games.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
What has there been, good
So-
sir? You've got a list here.
I've got a massive list, but we're going to start off at 2017. And we're going to go through, starting from January to March.
Let's not read out every
We're not going to
single
read all of them.
freaking game. Let's read out some of
So-
the ones we know.
We know some ones. We already know some. We've got Kingdom Hearts 2.8. That came out.
Yeah, see, oh no, you just skipped the best one, man.
What did I skip?
Don Bradman Cricket 17, you dog. Fuck.
Don
I was
Bradman.
actually in EB the other day looking at that going, that's multiplayer, man. That's 2-player. Me and Emily could play that.
Oh, dude.
Holy fuck, that would be so good. It's still expensive, though. It must be good. It must be like one of the better cricket games that's ever come out. Not that that's a very hard bar to beat, because holy shit, they've been bad.
Yeah.
Don Bradman Cricket 17 has joined the best first quarter ever, according to Aaron. Aaron
Yeah,
bought himself Don Bradman
I
Cricket,
did, and
he was like, "Yep, I officially love cricket."
A lot of people loved Gravity Rush 2. That was a Vita game.
Oh,
So,
okay.
I hear a lot of people talking about that, but I haven't played it.
I've never heard anyone talking about it. I think you're a liar.
Yeah, Dragon Quest 8 came out as well on 3DS. That Dragon Quest 8 came out years ago on PS2.
Okay.
So it was a remaster, like a full overhaul. So that I wanted to get it, but I wasn't paying $50.
No, fair enough.
Yeah. Had Resident Evil Biohazard 7.
Yeah,
So
that's a big deal.
massive.
It was a pretty well-received game.
Yep. You had Yakuza 0.
Yakuza 0 for PS4. Yeah, still haven't played that. Interested to see what that's like.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever play it. I was looking around the other day, and they've got a crap load of Yakuza games. I was looking around.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah. But I wouldn't play them.
No, fair
You got
enough.
the Tales of Berseria that came out.
Yeah.
A lot of people going nuts about that because it's a Tales of game.
Yep.
Oh, what else have we got in here? All right, Fire Emblem Heroes, but that was just...
Can't believe you skipped over Digimon World.
Did you ever play that Digimon game on PS1?
No.
Dude, I loved it, man. Hey, I
Oh.
played that so much.
Was it like a catch and collect sort of thing?
No, it's kind of like you start off with your Digimon.
Yeah.
And you cruise around and it grows levels and you battle them.
But
and
you only have one.
Yeah, at the beginning. So man, it's been so long since that game. I don't remember much about it, but all I remember was waking up, like, you just cruise around with this Digimon following you around and
I
stuff.
think that kind of sucks. That's why Pokemon beat it, because you can collect. It's like lots of different Pokemon. It's like,
Yeah,
oh, look at
and I
this.
think Digimon you didn't really collect anyway.
No, you
It
had
was-
one.
You had one and you raised it. And
That's
you
what I mean.
Trained it.
Yeah,
So. Yeah.
Why are we talking about Digimon?
I don't-
Anyway.
We had Neo, that PS4 game that
yeah,
got
that was.
friggin' mad reviews,
Yes.
crazy reviews.
That's just another Dark Souls-esque
Yeah.
game, wasn't it? WWE 2K17! Fucking the champ is here.
Scrap that game.
No,
I've got
man.
Just Bring It upstairs,
Yeah,
and
you
it even
do.
says WWF.
WWF.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was the last one, because then after that,
They're all
it was because that
World
Just
Wildlife
Bring It.
Federation or whatever it was.
Yeah. The one after, I had that one. Just Bring It was one of the first ones for PS2.
Yeah.
Then it went to pretty sure it went to I think I had WWE SmackDown.
Yeah.
And then there was Here Comes the Pain.
Oh.
Yeah, the names of them are unreal. And then obviously
Here comes the pain.
2K. I don't think 2K had it for the whole time. I think it was with another company I think it was with THQ.
Dude, I wouldn't remember,
I think THQ had it. Anyway.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is, because it was like THQ.
Yeah.
That's sick.
So yeah. And For Honor. What a shitbag.
Yeah, 4 honors in there.
You said this was the best first quarter. I thought you were fucking...
Hey, come on, man. There's been a lot of big games.
There
big
has.
titles.
Sniper Elite 4, that's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, people like that.
Yeah, I mean...
Halo Wars 2, even though the reviews are pretty bad, there's still a lot of people love it.
I don't know if... Were they bad?
Well, they weren't bad. They're in their 7s. Pretty sure.
Were they?
Well, I can have a check and
Yeah.
clarify.
I remember Metacritic was like 77 or 78, but I don't know about reviews. You got to put Metacritic on after it.
I don't want to, man.
You do. Oh, there you go. So IGN gave it a 7. GameSpot gave it a 6. Wow, that's okay. That is concerning.
Yeah,
Oh, Microsoft gave it a 4.1. What a
Oh,
surprise!
yeah. That's
4.1 out of 5.
They reviewed their own game.
Yeah, that's unreal.
Oh, it's a bit biased. Okay,
Yeah.
they got 79.
Actually, I played it yesterday when Ollie was over.
yeah.
It was interesting. It was difficult. I mean, I'm this controller, man. It was tough.
Oh, yeah.
So, but I played it for like half an hour, if that. So I cannot give my opinion.
Yeah,
It's not
fair
going to
enough.
be.
They had 6 cinematics, didn't they, though? Like, they would have had
I
good.
guess so. Yeah, it's generally Halo cinematics are unreal.
Yeah, their CGI is nuts.
Mm.
I got 79%.
Oh yeah, Metacritic.
Yeah.
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 All right.
Here's a good one. Horizon Zero Dawn.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. That's one
That
of the.
was-
That's
that was
one of
good.
the what would be in like the top 3 of the release period.
Yeah, hell yeah. Horizons.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, look at the
I
Nintendo
really
Switch.
Yeah.
games.
1-2 Switch.
What were you gonna say?
Oh, Torment, Tides of Numenera. I really want to play it. It looks
Okay.
unreal, man. But I've been waiting for it to come out of
You
early
need
access.
to start fucking finishing some of
That's
these
what I mean.
games
I got to
you're
get
buying, man.
through my backlog. That's why I went back to Final Fantasy 15 this week. I went, I've got to get this game done, man. I'm a Final Fantasy fan, and I haven't finished it. What the hell's wrong with
can
me?
appreciate that. I just don't know why you're buying these games
Oh.
before you finish other ones.
Dude, I've just got friggin' itchy feet.
How can we
man.
claim that we're poor gamers
Yeah,
and
when
you're
I'm
fucking throwing money down the
slinging
drain?
money.
Yeah, you're like, fucking paper.
My credit card's just going ting, 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 ting. Yeah,
Yeah.
money just piling up.
That's you doing it through the old fucking paywave shit, man.
Yeah.
I need to lower that auto paywave thing to like
To-
$50 or
yeah.
$40 or so because we're getting smoked.
Yeah, because I actually don't know my PIN number for my credit card
Ah!
for a reason.
Oh, God.
And paywave is killing me. So
Oh, Jesus.
we have Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, so you went over what's probably the biggest release of the period, which is 1-2 Switch.
Oh, 1-2 Switch.
You really shouldn't have done that. You've really pissed off that 1-2 Switch
Yeah.
diehard community.
There's a lot of fanboys for that. No, I don't know.
Fan-
And Just Dance 2017.
And boys? Are you serious? You reckon they're fan boys? I hope
Yeah.
they're not boys.
They're feminine boys.
Yes, they truly are.
So
What else we got
we
there?
got Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Oh
So
yeah,
that was a big one.
deal. Near Automata.
That was huge deal. I can't believe the reviews that game got. From
Yeah,
their
exactly.
original, I think it was in the 70s on Metacritic. And then this one,
The PS4.
for the Xbox 360 and PS3 one, for Nier.
Oh, for
The
Near.
original Nier. And this one, man, in
Into
the
the
90s,
9s, yeah.
far out, man. Like, they just did a good thing.
Yeah, seems pretty good, right?
Yep.
So, what the fuck is World of Goo?
World of Goo actually came out on PC a couple of years back.
Yeah.
And it apparently is pretty damn good.
I could just ask you whatever game, and you'll be like, "Oh, let me tell you about World of Goo."
World of Goo.
What the fuck is that? Shit.
Yeah. Nah.
Okay, never mind.
That's
not for me.
No.
All right. So yeah, I mean, Ghost Recon Wildlands was pretty well received.
Yeah.
One of the big co-op games of 2017. Well, it would probably be one of the still remain, depending on the releases of this year.
Yeah.
Probably one of the best.
It'll be
co-op
up
games.
there with or maybe a bit like be around there with Horizons. Not so much
co-op games.
Yeah, co-op games probably good. Apparently, Shane was telling me the other day the online community on PC is getting a bit shit.
Oh.
He's saying that a lot, like you're joining groups. Originally, you're joining groups and everyone was having fun. And everyone was like, yes, let's get these missions done.
Yep.
Now people are just being dickheads.
Okay, so they're losing interest. That tells me there's some interest loss because you'll go, oh yeah, I've done the same missions, I've done these co-op ones together for a while. Now, do you want to just group up and fuck around?
Yeah, and that's what they're doing.
And
so
that's not...
He said he jumped in a chopper, and the guy just jumped out, and then chopper smashed, and he's like, cool, well, I'm dead. And then he went, oh, okay, cool, so let's... And then some dude just shot him in the face, killed him. So they're just being idiots now.
Yeah, I'll talk to him after this, and we'll see how he's going with it, because I should have talked to him before.
Yeah.
See what, because he's someone who plays it with randoms.
Yeah, so he does a lot of just random parties.
I know that our mates Ollie and Barry, they play it consistently together, which is probably fine, but I think the community, there's still a reliance on a base of people who are not known to you that you need to be able to deal with.
So yeah, that's like, because I play a lot of and I used to play a lot of MMOs, and that was all about the community. The community needs to be there, or you're gonna have a bad time.
Oh yeah,
so,
big time, man.
I found World of Warcraft was really hard to get into at the 6-year mark when I jumped into it. It was really hard to get into because you didn't know everything.
Yeah.
You didn't know what the hell you're doing, but everyone else knew, and they're just treating you like a piece of shit.
Yeah.
So
it's pretty. They're pretty. Those communities can be pretty brutal.
Yeah, like I started getting to the higher dungeons, and I'm like, I haven't done this. Can you guys help me out? And they just said, YouTube it, and they kicked me from the group.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, cool. I really want to play this game, and this dungeon. I waited because I was DPS. I waited 45 minutes for a group, and then you kick me.
Why did it take so long?
Because DPS queues are horrible.
Oh, of course. Yeah, you're DPS. Never mind.
Yeah. So we're in Final Fantasy 14. I'm a healer, and you're getting instant pulse.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
But
yeah.
in Final Fantasy 14 for a DPS, it's worse again. You're looking at like an hour and a half for a party.
Wow.
Yeah, so nah.
It's kind of like that on Paladins, to be honest, man. Like, you'll get on and you'll get in a group and everyone selects all the damage characters. And if I'm sitting there like, all right, so what's everyone else picking? It'll be like 4 damage characters or 2 damage and 2 flank, which are essentially like damage. But like, you go, okay, how am I supposed to, like, I can't tank you and I can't heal you because no one's going to be together.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to be running around like dickheads. Imagine if you grouped up in World of Warcraft where you had friggin' just all damage. It doesn't work.
No.
So anyway, if the online community for Ghost Recon's falling apart, it's a bit of a shame. I don't know. Obviously, that's PC.
That is PC. I reckon it'll hold on console. Because console gamers don't have other big competitive games to jump on.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, they don't have, like, the big titles like, they got Overwatch.
I don't know if that's where people are playing Overwatch though. You know what I mean? Like if you're gonna watch Masters or like something in Overwatch,
you're gonna be watching PC.
Yeah, no one's grabbing a fucking controller.
If you're like, yeah, man, I'm masterclass in Overwatch on PS4.
Do you ask them?
Yeah. Yeah, you're like, oh yeah, okay, you're a really good player.
Yeah, exactly.
They might be good on PS4.
Yeah,
but man, the PC community is out of control.
Yeah, exactly. They're brutal.
They actually announced that they're gonna do a Oceanic competition for Overwatch as well. So that's going to be
good.
Awesome.
See if Aaron can get in on that.
That'd be sick if Aaron gets in.
What
What else have we got here? We got Mass Effect Andromeda.
Yeah.
Look, I was really excited for this at the beginning of the year. I was like,
We
yeah,
were both-
Mass Effect Andromeda.
We both
It's
were,
going to
man.
be sick.
Remember
Yeah.
when I got fucking Mass Effect 2 for free, and I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, dude, I'm gonna play this and get back and.
And I was like, yeah, I'm going to play Mass Effect 1 through to 3 and stream it. All of that went down. So if you listen to our old episodes, I think it's from like episode 2 to 3 or
I
something
think it is, yeah,
like
because
that.
the first one was our Rogue One.
Yeah.
But the second one and from beyond then is just it fell away pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, you got the Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5. That's going to be a big release for some people.
Yeah.
And the rest are, how many games get released? Like, it's insane how many games are released. And we picked, 12 out of the list.
Oh yeah, barely any.
Out of,
I mean,
far out.
there's a lot there. What are we looking at in terms of? Do we have stats on sales for these, or we?
Nah, I think it's a bit too early for sales. Like, you probably could look at the sales now, but it'll be
Well-
whatever shipped sales and stuff like that.
Well, that's true, and because everything released in March won't have the sales for things released in January.
Yeah.
Freaking Resident Evil is going to have probably better sales than a game of its equivalent that released in March.
Yeah, and Resident Evil was good. Like, I want to finish it. Like, there's some horror games that I put down and never want to touch again. Like, I bought The Evil Within.
Yeah.
I think that came out, last year or the year before?
That was
I was like, oh, this looks pretty damn scary.
2015.
Maybe, yeah. And I bought that on release, and I was like, hell yeah, this looks sick, because it looked scary, and it
Yeah.
looked real
It
evil.
looked like Resident Evil to me, like old kind
Yeah.
of style.
But it was like a lot eviler. Like, so you got to do a lot more sneaking around.
Yeah,
All these
yeah.
dudes just own you. And I put it down at a point and just went, I don't care about this game anymore.
Yeah.
And I don't care. Like, I sitting in my Xbox One games, just sitting there, and I went, I'm never going to touch that again.
Would you hold on to it simply for collector's value? I'd probably just sell it, man.
I'll just keep it there just because it's in my collection.
But
Like,
it's like having a shit game. Well, you do have Just Bring It in your
yeah,
collection.
that
so-
is a shit game. You want me to tell you the story about that game? I bought that game back when it came out, and I was like, it was cheap,
yeah.
and I went, I'll buy it because I know I can sell this to one of my friends because he loves wrestling, and I'll get a bit of a profit on it.
Oh!
That was my, I think I was about 12 or 13-year-old
You're the
thinking,
worst kind of friend.
and he didn't want it. He got it for Christmas,
No.
and so I was stuck with Just Bring It.
And you were like,
And then I was like, well, it turned into a good fun game to play with mates.
it is fuck,
Yeah.
dude. Like, don't even lie. It's fucking fun.
Oh, dude, I love like
This-
the Undertaker when he comes
Yeah.
out and he's just like, oh man, and
it's
it-
so bad. That's why
when The
it's
Rock
good.
comes out and does the people's elbow, he takes off his little
But,
sweatband and throws it out
yeah.
to the crowd. It's just
But, like,
unreal.
it's such corny bullshit, but that's
Oh.
what's good about it. And I think
Where the
the-
character creation as well.
Oh, the
and
character creation is
you can,
unreal.
You can like do your intro, like customize your intro, how
Yeah.
you walk out.
they're pretty intense with that stuff now, man. It's like way more in depth with character creation. That's one of their strengths.
I guess
with
it would
those.
be. There's been 2 generations that have passed. since
Yeah,
this.
you want to fucking hope so, right? Jesus.
Yeah. So that was the first quarter of the big games. So my big games in there are definitely Horizons, Zelda, and I'm gonna put Resident Evil in there because I bought that, and I will put Mass Effect in there because that was a massively anticipated title.
I didn't buy a single one of these.
You didn't?
No, because every time I was like, all right, that looks interesting, I was like, eh.
Yeah, you read the reviews and you're like, oh yeah. But like Horizons was great.
Oh,
You'll pick that up eventually.
I
Like,
will definitely play that eventually.
Yeah.
I'm just not in a position to spend $60 or $70 on a new game right now.
No.
So,
And
but there's a lot there that I'm like, yeah, I'll give that a go.
exactly. I saw people stream Neo for 2 weeks straight.
Yeah.
And Nier as well. So they're probably 2 games. Probably not Neo because it'll shit me off
Yeah,
playing
exactly.
that game. And so I'll probably play Nier, even that is hard, but not as hard as Neo. So they did bring some patches in this week for Neo where they're allowing you to save mid fights and stuff like that now to make it a bit easier.
Jeez.
So the hardcore guys have already done it and smashed it to the ground.
Yeah,
so
yeah, fair enough.
who cares anymore?
And Zelda, man, you still got to get to the
Dude.
end of that. That's gonna.
Zelda. It's an unreal game and I cannot wait to finish it and give my impressions on Zelda. And I might even do an episode. I'm trying to convince Sam to finish it as well so he can have his thoughts as well, but See if you can get through it. It's a decent sized game.
Yeah, how
So-
many hours have you done?
I couldn't tell you how many hours I've done because it doesn't say
But
on
I mean,
the saves.
approximately.
But approximately, man, I've probably. Because the good thing about this is I can play it on the Wii U and carry that gamepad anywhere.
Yep.
So I've been playing in bed. I've been playing in the morning. I've been playing
Wow.
everywhere.
Okay.
So I've probably pumped in probably 30 odd hours.
And you're almost at the end.
Well, almost at the end of the storyline. I haven't done too much side stuff, so like I haven't found many of those.
Well, if the story
nuts
takes
and
about
stuff.
approximately 30 hours,
Yeah.
then that's good.
Yeah. And so I could go around and start doing more shrines and finding those whatever Kokori nuts or whatever they call them and get more inventory slots and stuff like that. But I haven't needed it at the moment. I've found like a weird thing about the health because I was putting a lot of my points into health.
Yeah.
So I had a lot of hearts. But what I've noticed is how they like basically make the game harder when the more you level up.
Mm.
Is basically the enemies just hit for a percentage of your health. So
Are you serious?
so it's like you got lots of health, but the boss monster is still gonna smack like.
What is the point
friggin-
of that then?
I don't know. Like I'm walking around, I'm like, oh sweet, I've got like a friggin' 12 hearts, man. This is nuts. And then a dude hits me and it like with an arrow and it wipes off 7. I'm like, whoa. Like,
Is it the ramping up of the difficulty as you
maybe
get
as well.
further
So
into the game?
because you got to do that with open world games. You cannot have an open world game that doesn't scale
Yeah.
because it's just not going to work. You're going to be like, I want to go over that mountain. Oh, but I'm restricted because it's too hard.
Yeah.
So there is hard parts in it where you get there and you go, oh, I'm definitely underleveled for this area. And because it doesn't have a leveling system, all it is you can either upgrade your stamina or upgrade your hearts. That's
Okay.
it. There's no levels whatsoever.
Mm.
There's no putting stats into attack or anything like that. You can just make food that gets you more attack.
Right. Okay.
So, yeah, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Like, just the adventure side of it, where you're just walking around this massive world. It looks amazing. And
Yeah.
apparently they released a patch this week that fixed the frame rate issue. Because of it's on such a low-powered console, like the Wii U,
Mm.
it will just lag out.
Oh wow.
So sometimes when you're doing these massive fight scenes where you get like an awesome crit, it will lag that crit. It kind of looks like an artistic style, but it is a lag.
oh
the frame
right.
rate's dropping.
Okay.
Or the blades of grass, because every blade of grass you can see it.
Yeah.
It will lag the console, like so. The frames will drop drastically.
Jeez.
But other than that, it's good. It's a great game, and I cannot wait to review it. And it's going to be a very delayed review because that's how we roll on No Objective.
Yeah, bud.
So, do you want to have a
Yeah.
look at 2016 games and compare
Yeah, of the beginning.
of the beginning
Yeah, sure.
of January? So we'll see if it is my speculations the best.
The best. Yeah,
The
because you're going to
best
compare it to
first
this 1
quarter.
year and it's going to be the best.
Yes. All right. So there's that Darkest Dungeon game. Apparently that got good reviews. That on PC. Did you see that game? I remember Shane playing a lot of it.
Never even heard of it.
You never heard of it?
No.
So this game got 84 on Metacritic.
Okay.
And it definitely it's like a dungeon based game, but it's all kind of side scrolly. It's definitely indie related.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. And yeah,
Yeah.
like it looks cool. But yeah, that game
Jeez.
got pretty damn good reviews.
All right. What else?
What else do we got in here? Assassin's Creed Chronicles India. I don't know what that is. Did you ever
Yeah.
play that?
No.
No.
Why?
Why would you? Pony Island.
Yeah, Pony Island. What else?
Resident Evil
that's
Zero.
Oddworld, fucking HD, I guess.
World of Tanks on PS4. Who cares?
Yeah, but
Ugh.
Homeworld. Oh yeah, Minecraft Story Mode.
Final Fantasy Explorers. You know, that's the only Final Fantasy game I don't own.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's weird.
I just don't think it's worth $50.
Whoa.
So it's a 3DS game. They kind of tried to make it like forgot what it's called. Don't even worry about it. But yeah, it's like these other game. Oh, Monster Hunter.
Okay.
They tried to make it like Monster Hunter, and I think it worked, but it worked for Final Fantasy fans. I think that's all it's there
Oh,
for.
The Witness came out.
The Witness.
Rise of the Tomb Raider. Oh yeah.
Only for Windows, so PS4 was
Oh
earlier
right. It
than
was,
that. So,
yeah.
So it's like XCOM 2.
Yes.
So that was a huge one.
Well, I own that. That's for sure.
That's good.
That's probably one of the biggest ones so far. Dying Light expansion. Final Fantasy 9. Oh, I see.
So yes, I did buy this. So Final Fantasy 9 came out. This is its remastered version.
Yeah.
And it's really good.
But that's for the
iOS and Android.
iOS and Android.
But it did come out, I think, a couple of months later, or maybe a month actually. It'll be in this list anyway.
That's Firewatch.
Yeah, that was sick.
Uh,
But see, that's another indie type game. It wasn't a AAA title. So where are all the AAA titles in here? Like, it's heaps of them are just getting released on like Android or iOS, iOS and stuff.
It's like a port.
Yeah, so they're more porting games.
Keep going down.
I did buy that. I Am Sasuna.
Yeah,
that was good.
You
that
keep
was
talking about it. And
dude.
I keep telling you, I don't know what the bloody hell you're on about. Far Cry Primal. Well,
yeah,
that was
okay. That was good. Oh, reviews were okay.
I don't know if they were that good, man.
Let's have a look. People are saying that it was really good. Are you ready for it? 76. Oh,
I told you.
Righto. But I have heard people give it their honest reviews, and they said, look, it was fun.
Yeah.
Nah.
Hitman Go? Oh, that was then. Okay, but
That's a Hitman Go.
Oh, so Hitman... Oh, wait, no. Is that not...
That's the definitive edition, so that's probably their remastered port or something like that.
Right. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Oh,
here we go.
Oh, Michonne came out then.
Michonne,
I'm playing that at the moment, actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I didn't talk about that in the beginning.
No, you didn't.
You're like, well, you can't talk about it now then.
It's all over.
Yeah.
You missed that part.
Get out, bitch.
Stardew Valley.
Oh, yeah.
Now, that game got friggin' crazy on
it's still
Steam.
in the most popular on Steam, Stardew Valley.
Every time I look at it, I'm like, should I play it?
I don't know, man. It's another one of those, like, do you want to pump some time into it? It's like you got to be ready for...
Well, apparently they're bringing it over to the consoles, and they're making it a multiplayer. So that would be pretty fun to play.
Well, if you're going to make it a multiplayer, I'm not going to get it on a console.
Yeah. No. Broforce.
Yeah, Broforce, sure. Gears of War. Oh, it's the HD of the first one.
Yeah. HDs, ports. What else are you going to throw at us?
Twilight
The Division.
Princess HD. Oh, The Division was only a year ago.
How crap is that?
Wow.
No one talks about it.
Holy shit. 1 year.
Yep.
So that's what, I mean, like, we were just talking about Destiny before. Like, for all the shit we gave Destiny, well, I guess not shit, but like our disappointment with Destiny, it doesn't even come close to the disappointment with The Division.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
That game looked unreal. I remember, was it me that showed you the trailer for it at E3? Like their video intro trailer where they're talking about, whatever that was, the friggin' Black Friday and rah-de-rah, so many people died. And, yeah. And that I was hooked. I was like, this is going to be nuts. And I didn't buy it on day one because I wanted to see the reviews.
You are so much, we're both exactly the same.
Yeah.
And wait.
Yeah, we'll wait a week or so. And yeah, I'm so happy I didn't pick it up. Because now you can pick it up for, like in a bin pile, man.
You got to go to the fucking dumpster down by JB Hi-Fi and they're just throwing copies out.
They're all gone, though.
They're like, we can't even give these away, mate. Just fucking get rid of them.
Nah.
Yeah.
Zelda, the Twilight Princess HD. Who cares? It's a HD remaster. When that game came out, it was great on the Wii.
Oh, yeah.
But, it's just another remaster. We don't care. We want brand new titles in here. And it's just... Look, WWE 2K16.
I guess that's just the release schedule for it because that was in 17-1.
Oh, Pokken Tournament, man.
What?
That was, did you ever play Pokemon Tournament on 64?
No.
Okay, so they had Pokemon Tournament 1 and 2 on 64, and they're great. It's like arena-based Pokemon, and it's all turn-based, so you pick your moves, and you like press your buttons, and you get to see if you want to do a lightning strike, dig move, or all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So they remade this game. Well, not really remade it. Just did the whole thing again and made it for Wii U. And it looked pretty cool, but I still didn't get it. Because it was like, I still don't think it deserves that $60 price tag.
Dude, look. Salt and Sanctuary.
Yeah, there you go. PS4.
Oh.
There. So this week, it was another port for the Vita. For the dying console.
Yeah.
But apparently Sony Japan reckons this console's still going hard. I wouldn't be surprised. Japan has a lot of commuters.
Japan, fair enough, yeah.
Yeah, they're always on that damn train. Yeah.
What else we got down here, mate?
What else we got? Dude,
it's looking pretty.
it's looking
pretty
indie related.
grim, yeah.
Oculus Rift games.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Walking Dead Michonne.
Oh,
See,
yeah,
that's a
it's-
month after the last one. That's good. Like,
Yeah,
that was
exactly.
awesome. Not 3 months like you waited for
Fuck
number
me,
2.
It was so bad. Doesn't look like much else there, mate.
No.
So, I mean...
Star Ocean came out, and that got super poor reviews.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
So, I'm willing to admit that I think this may have been... It was a hell of a lot better than last year, seems like, for the release of quality games.
Yeah, so this year smacked it. Look at that. Metacritic for Star Ocean. 58%.
That's no good.
Ugh, that was rough, man.
Yeah, no good, mate.
Yep. So we can go back further again, but that's only if you want to. So we definitely compared 2 years, and this year is fantastic.
Yeah,
year for
exactly.
gaming.
Yeah, it seems like it's pretty big.
Massive
So
year.
I'm willing to accept that it's definitely a hell of a lot better than last year.
Hell yeah. And dude, seriously, if anyone that listens to this show has got a PS4, pick up Horizons. If you got a Switch or a Wii U, pick up Zelda.
Yeah,
They are the 2 best games, and I reckon they're going to be in the running for best game of the year. And I don't know, I reckon maybe Zelda might win it.
I think Zelda will win
Yeah.
it. I don't think it's Horizon for what it is one thing. It looks great, and I'm sure it is like a must-play game. But,
Oh, yeah.
But for it's a big thing for a company like Nintendo to release a new console and then release a new Zelda, and for it to all pay off. You know what I mean? Like, pretty crazy. Oh, what a mad dog!
Yep.
You already finished it,
Dude,
yeah.
that's good, yeah. So what do you reckon? Do you reckon it is going to be the game of the year?
I mean, yeah, because we do want to know. Because I honestly think
Because what else is coming out this year that's massive that you know of? I haven't really got anything in mind.
this year,
Yeah.
well, nothing that I can confirm that's coming out this year. Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough.
Oh, wow.
That's unreal. I don't know. Yeah, I just honestly don't know what. I mean, I'm hoping I get a Last of Us 2 announcement for the end of the year.
Yeah.
However, I know they're doing this Uncharted stuff, and I think it'd be
Oh,
too
yeah.
soon. Did
Oh,
they?
Okay. So
If they did, then that's obviously my fucking.
Yeah, that's going to be game of the year.
That's my
gonna-
god, buddy. Not even.
I want to know the massive scale though. Like, what is going to be the game of the year? Like, is it going to be that Zelda or The Last of Us? Because a lot of people are probably going to be going,
Oh,
look, Last of Us, yeah, it's got good narrative, but
no, it won't win. It
Yeah.
doesn't. It doesn't have. So if you Zelda ticks more boxes than Last of Us. Last of Us
Yeah.
is more like, oh, here we go. We have more people who enjoy this style of game, like the narrative driven. There's lots of people who like it, but way more people who are gonna like things like Zelda.
yeah, with your not even they don't really do crafting. It's more cooking crafting.
Yeah.
But like the weapon items, and you just cruise around, you can find good items.
Yeah,
just hang-
when
yeah.
has Uncharted ever won a Game of the Year award?
It
I'm sure
should have, though,
it
yeah.
has won someone's Game of the Year
like
award.
probably Uncharted 2 was amazing.
But
So-
I don't think. Again, they're a very particular type of game.
Yeah,
They're a cinematic. Yeah, that's right.
yeah.
You're
Zelda
right.
has a massive nostalgic following.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but if it's a democracy of votes, then you got to give it to it.
Yeah.
It's got, and I would be fine with that. Last of It, again, lots of people don't like it. Lots of people think it's slow and it's not exciting. But that's everyone's taste
How
is
could
different.
The Last of Us be slow, man? Like far
I
out.
don't know.
That
But
was
don't-
nuts.
Don't get me
man.
started. We could spend a whole fucking podcast on that game.
'Cause that was
Just-
insane. The intro alone was amazing, where your daughter gets daughter gets killed.
Yeah, dude. I was playing that last night, and Ollie saw that, and he was just like, he'd never played it before, and he's like, "Holy shit, man!"
He's like, I need to buy a PlayStation.
I don't
Get
know if he
away
went
from your Xbox.
Yeah, I don't know if he went that far.
No.
Yeah,
Ollie,
mate.
stop sucking Xbox dick.
Oh god.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so you caught us right at the end, Blizznerf. But we're about to finish up for the day. But thanks for watching us on Twitch. You're a champion.
Cheers. So, I mean, look, it was a good year.
It was a great year. We're just reflecting on 2017's first quarter.
I think
Yeah.
I think it was quality. I didn't. It's funny because I'm saying that I didn't buy any of the games that came out, but not because I didn't want to. There's been plenty that I was like, oh,
But you just got to find the money.
Yeah, and then again, I don't necessarily buy new releases. I honestly buy later. But you're a legend, mate. Thank you for the follow.
Yeah, thanks for the follow, dude.
I just think sometimes I'm a bit more patient with some releases. I won't be patient with Last of Us, mate.
No, you'll be
Last
buying
of Us 2. That's going to be a week off work to finish it multiple times. And
well, Last of Us 1, you bashed it out the whole night.
yeah, I finished it in a night, man, because I just couldn't get off.
Oh, dude.
So
yeah.
yeah.
So, please, if you listen to us on iTunes, the podcast, please give us a review. Would greatly appreciate that.
Yeah, buddy.
And don't forget to follow us on Facebook at No Objective Gaming, Twitter at No Objective Game, Twitch at No Objective Gaming AU. Please follow us on there. We'd love to have more followers. And you'd get notified every time our show goes live. Also, we have a YouTube where all the Twitch videos get put up there and our podcast as well. And that is No Objective Gaming. And you can follow us on Instagram at No Objective Gaming. And for you people that have Android devices, we are on Stitcher as well. And that's just search for No Objective Gaming.
Thank you very much, mate. You have a good night too.
Yep.
But I think what we didn't talk about before, we will be going to EB Expo.
Yes, we will be.
In October. The tickets just got released.
So I'm still thinking, do you want to go
Saturday
and we'll come talk about it on Sunday?
Yes, that's absolutely right. We will be doing that.
Yeah.
So it will be there if anyone else is going.
Yeah, we're going to have some business cards. We might even be walking around with a microphone just getting people's impressions of the EB Expo.
That's right. So hopefully we can get a chance to talk to some of the developers as well. It
Yeah.
shouldn't be too hard. They're usually very accommodating.
That'd be fun. That'd be cool.
In some booths.
I'd love to do that. Be fun.
Yep. All right. Well, we'll have some. We'll talk about more as it gets closer. But yeah.
All right. Well, thanks again for listening
Thank
and
you very
watching on
much.
Twitch.
Yep.
Catch you later.
See you next week.
See yous.